Hello! In this tutorial we will have a first look into RStudio and get familiar with its environment. Let's start and open RStudio first. You can find it on your computer, for instance via search function. I will type RStudio. I got it here. Let's click on it and open it. Perfect. Now when we get it opened, let's have a look on how the main screen of RStudio looks like. As you can see, RStudio screen has 4 windows. The first one is the RScript section. Then we have the console, we have the environment and history part, and we have files, plots, packages, help, and viewer window. I would like to walk you through each of the windows now. Let's start with the RScript section on the top left side. This is a place where you can type your RScripts and commands and run them. To run the script, leave the cursor anywhere on the line where the command is and press Ctrl R, or you can also click on the run icon above, which is here. And your output will appear in the console below. But let's try this with an example. We can do a simple summation of 2 plus 2, for instance. We click on Run, and now we can see the result in the console section. Now, what is actually an RScript? An RScript is simply a text file containing commands that you would enter on the command line in R. To create a new RScript, you can either go to File and click on New File and RScript. Now you can see we got a new tab of Untitled 2 here. Or another option is to click on the icon with the plus sign, just right under the file thing, and you can select RScript here. And we have the Untitled 3 tab now. But you can also doing it by simply pressing Ctrl Shift and N. Always when you are working with scripts, make sure to save them. You can do so by using the Save Current Document button placed right here. Save Current Document. Let's try to do this. Let's try to save the script. Let's say we want to save it on desktop, and we would like to call it My First Script, and we click on Save. Now you can see that the name of the script changed to My First Script. Let's move on to the next window, to the console part at the bottom on the left side. The console is a place where the calculation takes place and where your output is displayed. You can also type R commands straight in the console, but it is not easy to correct and do further work with them. It is, however, a good place to experiment with your R code, as nothing is recorded in the script. Let's try another summation here as an example. Let's put 4 plus 3 there, and let's press Ctrl R to run this. My RStudio is really slow now. Let's see if this will work out. Perfect. We have the result now. It's 7. And you can see that the summation is not recorded in the script section above. Let's move on the Environment tab in the top right corner. The Environment tab shows all active objects that you have created and stored. So far we have not created any object, but let's try to do it now. We will go to the script section and click on the empty line. We will create an object X and assign a value equaling to 2 plus 3 to this object. So how can we do that? We will type X, this sign, and 2 plus 3. Let's run the script, Ctrl R. We have to wait again. Let's try to run the script again. Okay, and now we can see the result or the object in the environment tab as well. We can see the X and we can see that it equals to 5. Don't worry about the script itself at the moment too much. For now it is only important to remember that it is possible to create objects in R and that you can see them in the environment tab. Then we have a history tab that shows a list of commands you used in the past. We can see here everything we have done so far, and that's all we need to know about history. Okay, let's move to the bottom now. Very briefly, the Files tab shows all the files and folders in your default workspace. Let's move on to Plots. Plots tab will display all your graphs. Let's create a simple plot to see how it works. We will create with 2 vectors. We will create them in our script. So let's first create vector y, which will have values from 2 to 5. Let's run it. And then let's create a vector z, which will have values from 3 to 6. And let's run it as well. And now we will use a command plot for creating a plot using these 2 vectors. So we will type plot, and in the brackets we will use vector y, comma z, and we will run this script as well. Now we can see the plot in the bottom right window. If we want to save the plot, we can click on the Export tab, and we can save it as image or as PDF file. If we choose saving it as image, we have different options for the image format we want to save it in. We can also change the width and the height of the graph, or we can also change its name. I don't want to save it now, so I will click on Cancel. And you can delete your plot by using this icon, Clear or All Plots button, and I will just use it now because we will not need this anymore. Yes. Okay, let's move on to Packages. The Packages tab lists packages or add-ons available in RStudio. Please note that active packages have to be checked, so the boxes next to them have to be checked. Then the package is loaded into R, but if it is not checked, any command related to that package won't work. You will need to select it first. There is a separate tutorial on how to install and update packages, so you will get to know more about this later. And for additional info, you can see the Help tab. You can type any command in the search window, and you will see the description of the command as well as information about how to use it. Let's try to check this for the command we have already used for creating a plot. So we will go to the search window and type plot, because that was the command we used. We will click enter, and now we can see a quite detailed description of the command here. I hope that this tutorial helped you to get a basic overview of RStudio and its environment. Thank you for watching.